What's up guys, Cody here, back with another Ethereal video. This one taking a look at Noxus, Ethereal's first archmage with the artillery and burst archetypes. For this one, we're going to do a quick overview of her abilities and then review the kit as a whole at the end. So, Noxus' passive, Soul of Light, stores a percentage of damage she deals to enemy myths. Upon taking lethal damage, she reforms herself over 3 seconds, during which she is rooted, untargetable, and releases waves of light around her, dealing a percentage of the stored damage. These waves also restore her health and mana equal to the damage dealt. Her special ability Convergence slows her movement speed and reduces her mana cost. While Convergence is active, landing abilities reduces the cooldown of her other abilities by a flat amount. Afterwards, she is silenced. Ability 1, Prismatic Light, is a channeled beam of light, dealing magic damage per second to all enemies hit. While casting this, she has reduced move speed and turn rate. Ability 2, Imprisoning Radiance, creates a circle on the ground that deals damage and roots all enemies inside of it after a short delay. Ability 3, Lightbound Portal, opens a portal that shoots bolts of light in a straight line over a period of time. The bolts deal magic damage and reduce their target's magic resist per bolt hit. Bolts lock onto targets rooted by Imprisoning Radiance, and if multiple myths are rooted, the portal will shoot the same bolts to each enemy. And her ultimate, Solarium Ultimus. After a brief delay, summons a comet to deal magic damage in a large area. Enemies inside the inner ring of the ability are stunned, while enemies in the outer ring are slowed and take reduced damage. Enemies hit by this ability are left vulnerable, taking increased damage from Noxus for a period of time. So yeah, Noxus seems really strong. She has the longest range out of all the myths, and her entire kit seems really overtuned. Imprisoning Radiance gives you self-setup for your whole kit and for the rest of your team. Being able to root someone in place to then bring down the giant meteor on them, which stuns them and increases the damage they take, into beams of light shooting from a portal that can't miss, paired with another beam of light shooting from your hands, all this alongside an ability that reduces her mana cost and the cooldowns of her abilities, seems extremely strong. And without a lot of engage right now, she seems extremely safe, especially when she has a GA passive that damages everyone around her during the revive. So even if she does get jumped on, she's not dead yet, and she's healing back more and more for every enemy on top of her. Top this all off with the fact that the mage items are the most forward and arguably best items in the game, and you have a powerhouse of a carry that, unless numbers dictate otherwise, is going to be extremely broken. Not to mention she's also going to have a class ability that acts as a teleport, which in of itself is extremely strong. If she's really squishy though, and has long cooldowns in general, that might be enough to curb her from being the best myth in the game. Once again, long range paired with a lack of engage in the game is going to be problematic, and until I can get my hands on the game to see for myself how fights play out, I'm going to assume AoE abilities in a 6v6 fight are broken, especially ones that have CC paired with them. So yeah, Noxus right now is looking like the best myth in the game. Role-wise, she'll be a mid laner. Not really much of a surprise there. You can also opt to put her in the carry role or the support role in the duo lane. In a 2v2 lane, she provides easy poke with her long range abilities and potential kill setup with her root. Her class passive as a mid and carry allows her to TP back to lane to continue applying pressure, and as a support, gets her back to lane quickly after roaming. Worst part about putting her support though is that her gold income will more than likely be much less than the other roles, drastically delaying her build, especially since these mage items will probably be some of the most expensive items in the game. Balance and roles aside, visually she looks really good. The model is good, the orb thing around her arm is cool, and the abilities look good. Her skin looks great, and her back animation is sick. Although I do think that this back animation is bad from a gameplay standpoint. Because where is her hitbox during this? Is it up in the air with her? If so, how are melee supposed to stop her back? Is it down on the ground below her? If so, that's very confusing. Or is it the entire column from the ground to her? If so, that seems to be very disadvantageous considering none of the other myths have that. And if her back is cancelled, does she immediately appear on the ground or does she fall down? If she falls down, does that mean you can use this back to get to a higher place? Just overall, the back animation, while it looks cool, is confusing for a player trying to hit her and is visually inconsistent with other myths, all of whom are on the ground during their back animation. Just make it so that she's closer to the ground. Simple as that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. To reiterate again, Noxus is, in my opinion, the strongest myth, at least until I see the numbers for everything. I'll have an item guide out on Tuesday for her, assuming I don't get too lazy, and a new episode of Animal Talks will be out this Thursday as always. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more Ethereal content. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.